officially we're beginning this session. So my name is Rodolfo Hernandez Guerrero. I'm from Intercultural Programs. I would like to welcome all of you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We know that you are busy people trying to put together all the pieces to ensure that you have all the information, the guidance to fly to the United States. For many of you to come to for the first time to the United States. And we know that you have choices. We know that you are highly competitive in terms of your academic skills and credentials. And we're confident that you are looking around the world for the right educational destination for your next academic journey, your next academic chapter in your life. And you choose ultimately the University of Texas at Dallas. And we highly, highly appreciate that choice, that decision. And for that reason and many others, in collaboration with the Indian Student Association at the University of Texas Dallas, we are putting together this session for all of you to ensure that you have the information, the tools, the instruments to ensure that you have a smooth transition from your home communities to your new community, to the UT Dallas community. For many of you, again, as I mentioned, it's the first time, so that makes the whole process more challenging. But we understand that. Why? Because many of us, including Deepak, myself, we have been there like you, coming to this country as international students and facing the whole process of adaptation, assimilation. So we know the process. We can help you. We have been here in the University of Texas Dallas for some time. We know the UT Dallas culture, and we ensure that with the support of Intercultural Programs team and in collaboration with the Indian Student Association, you will have the support and the guidance for academic and cultural success at UT Dallas. We believe that for you to be academically successful, you need to be as well culturally successful. And that's the reason of Intercultural Programs from the very beginning. Not only this virtual info session, but as well many of the programs and events that we're preparing for you as new international students at UT Dallas, beginning with the in-person international student orientation that will be offering for new students, new international students in the spring, for spring 2024, beginning with December the 20th, next Wednesday, and then 2 more sessions on January the 9th, January the 10th. So if you have not registered for these international student orientations, please do. Go to the webpage of Intercultural Programs, and we have a specific section for international student orientation. I will be publishing this link in a few minutes in the chat for all of you. So success for this virtual info session. I pass the microphone to Deepak, the president of the Indian Student Association at the University of Texas Dallas, and I will remain in this session up to the end to answer any question that may be relevant for intercultural programs or for the university as a whole, in addition to the specific guidance and answers that the Indian Student Association will be providing to all of you. Thank you very much. And again, congratulations for your admission to UT Dallas. We'll look forward to hosting you soon on campus. Deepak.
Thanks a lot, Rodolfo. We are really thankful to ICP team, Leticia, you for helping us out, organize such kind of orientations to help students out and pass on the information as being an international student myself as well. We know that students face multiple confusions or issues wherein we need to help them out. So I think these kind of orientations are really helpful for them. We'll begin with our
Deepak, you're muted for some reason.
Hi, sorry. Did I miss the whole part, or later on only I got mute?
You can repeat the last 30 seconds of your guidance,
Sure.
please.
So thanks a lot, Rodolfo and ICP team for organizing such kind of orientation. So these kind of orientations are really going to help students to resolve their doubts and queries basically. So this is an orientation being organized by ISA. ISA stands for Indian Student Associations. This is an organization or association being run by student itself for a student. We organize multiple events throughout the whole semester. You will get to know most of those events when you join UTD. Our motto is service before self. This the uh, First of all, congratulations to all of you. You already made it. You were present here, which means that you have already got an admit card. Most of you might be going through the visa process, booking the ticket, flight tickets, and all those things. So, congratulations to all. This is a really great platform for all of you, basically, to endure your future dreams and pursue your career very well into the dream jobs. This is an topic of discussion we will be helping you walk through. Basically, first is the how to pay your tuition fee. This is the first primary question you might be facing currently, how you can pay the tuition fee. Secondly, as most of you are pretty much aware, might be aware, we do provide an airport pickup. So we'll walk you through the airport pickup process. Then we will help you out with some of the popular banks, phone operators, how you can opt for those. Then some of the service partners of the ISA. Along with that, certainly having an you must be doing and booking for an housing apartment related thing. But at the same time, some of you might be facing issues for the temporary accommodations as well. So we will help you providing those kind of resources as well. Then on-campus job, miscellaneous university resources, that is something which we'll be sharing with you in a soon time. Then we have one of our service partners from the PNC Bank who will be helping out educating you on the banking side. And in the end, we will be having an opening and floor for the question answers. So we'll begin with the orientation. First is the how to pay the tuition fee. So you can Flyover is an official partner of the UTD. You can pay the tuition fee through the Flyover platform. There are a couple of steps which you have to follow. We'll be sharing this PPT, or this recording is also gonna get published on the YouTube, so you can refer to that later on as well. But these are the couple of steps which you can follow. First, you have to search for the Flyover account. You have to click on the sign up link. Uh, Create an account, then you will see the form which is on the right corner, where you have to put some of the information, first name, family, and email, those kind of information. Once you have created your account, you have to log into the Galaxy portal of the UTD. This is an UTD portal. There you can log in with your NET ID and credentials. You have to go to the Orion Student Center. There you will be seeing an Bursar account. You can see the Bursar account over here. Once you click that, you will be seeing an payment option, which is this one. Basically, under payment option, there are multiple options. Enroll in a short-term loan, linked to Easy Pay, and Flyover international wire transfer. Basically, we will also help you out with the Indol short-term loan also. But right now we are looking into the Flyover, so you have to click on the Flyover option. Then you will get redirected to the Flyover website. There you have to select the country or origin. Basically, in most of your cases, it will be India. You have to fill in the amount which you want to transfer to the UTD, University of Texas, Dallas. Once you fill all the information, you will be clicking on the next. There you will be having you need to provide an payer information basically. You'll be selecting some bank over there. There will be multiple options provided over there. Visa, MasterCard, ICICI, those kind of options. Along with that, you will need to provide some payer information, which is like email, first name, middle name, family address. These are nothing but an payment address basically. Once you are done with this step, you can go to the next step. And this is an additional step for domestic or international bank. You can select over there. Uh, Here, most of the things will be automatically filled. Student ID, first name, those kind of things. Rest of the other information you have to fill. Once you click on the next, uh, this is a review page basically, wherein you have to just review all the information which you have filled. Here in top, you can see there are total 6 steps basically: payment info, payment method, payer info, info for the receiver, review and confirm, and make a payment. Okay. Once you verify all this information, you can click on the payment and your payment will be done. Okay. For the verification purpose, you can go to the log into the Galaxy account, and there also you can check what are the other fee payment option. So electronic check, money order, credit card, international wire transfer that we already talked about. Then there is then payment plans. Basically, these are the installment plans or short-term loans. So as we already seen that option as an inside the payment option itself. So installment plan is nothing but you can pay an fee in different installment. In normal semester, you get an 3 to 4 installment. There is an additional fee, $25, which you have to pay, which will get included into total fees. But you will get an option to pay the fee in installment basically. So that is also one of the options you can explore. Going on to the popular banks and phone operators. So these are the popular banks which we have here in Dallas. Truist Bank, PNC, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America. Talking about the phone operators, we do have T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, Cricket, like, and Minton. There are a couple of more, but yeah, these are the pretty much which can be really helpful for you guys. We do have one of the ISA service partners from the PNC Bank who will be helping out with the banking related queries or questions if you have. They will be educating you on the banking side as well. So just stay tuned. Talking about the service partners, so as I mentioned on the credit card side, we have PNC, BOFA, banking side, PNC, BOFA, commission partner, T-Mobile, remittance partners, Flywire. Anla, do you want to continue from here?
Yeah, I'd like to take
Sure.
over from here.
Thank you.
So you guys have to check the temporary housing before your lease starts. So you can rely on the volunteers for the accommodation, and I hope you have received emails and you can join the ISA groups, that is the WhatsApp groups, and search your accommodation. And uh, just make sure you make your arrangements in a proper way before arriving here, because after coming here it might be difficult to find. So make sure, yeah, before your lease starts, make sure you find some temporary housing through WhatsApp groups uh, that you join. Yeah, next slide. Okay, so if you are looking for an outside options, these are the some of the outside options which are around the campus, that is Spring Hill Suite, Marriott, Hyatt, and Airbnb. And also you can refer to this link which we have given for the additional resources. Next. Okay, coming to the student resources. So what are the student resources that you can refer to when you have some free time? So you have something called as Eugene McDermott Library, which is our UTD's library, and here you get resources like you get digital books, or you can check which books are available and how many days you can borrow the books, and what are the equipment or the things you can uh, like take a loan on, and borrow some of the items like laptop or any of the computer equipment on a temporary basis. So you can check all those resources under you can McDermott library. And coming to CMC, so if you are planning on, looking into the format of your resume or cover letter, you have resume and cover letter samples. You can just go to UTD CMC. You can just type in the Google and you will get the links, and you can explore on how to, edit your resume and what is the UTD's template and everything before you come here. And you also have a student discount on the Amazon Prime and Grubhub subscriptions. So basically, you hope you all know what is Amazon Prime. Coming to Grubhub, it is like you can order food from this application, and you have also have another option called Zipcard, so that you can rent cars and travel if there is a requirement. And also you can go on with the Microsoft Azure certifications, your student ID. Yeah. Can you go to the next? Yeah. So this is how the UTT McDermott library page looks like. You can just log in. You can just Google search basically. You can just say UTT UKIN McDermott library and you'll get the options here. So this is where on the right side, if you see, you have LinkedIn Learning, research guides, digital collections. If you are planning to, loan, take a loan and everything, you have this. Just go through it. What all will be helpful to you, and use the resources for yourself. Coming to the on-campus jobs, so basically you will have to apply through Handshake, and these are some of the on-campus jobs. For your knowledge, like if you are applying for the departments directly that are under university, those are student union, OIT, parking, proctor, etc. So these all come under the university. And you have also some indirect departments which are university recreation center, that is UREC, and you have third party vendors like Taco Bell, Compass for dining and all. So all these come under on campus jobs only. So like let's say if you get an offer, you can apply for SSN and all. So even if they are third party vendors or departments that are associated indirectly under university and directly under university, so all, you will be eligible for all these three categorical on campus job, and it is legal. Yeah. Can I go to the next slide? Okay, Mahinder will take over from here.
Hey, hi everyone. In the year. So yeah. So ISA is one of the organization which will help you with the pickup from the airport to your destination for the first time. So this is completely complimentary. So but just you have to make sure you are following the exactly three steps. The first step is very simple. You have to fill the airport pickup form, which has been like dropped a mail to you by I guess ICP. Also, you can find the form links in any of the WhatsApp groups description, and all the complete details are over there. But still, we would like to go through it once. So pickup form is like Microsoft utility form. So you can fill it only once. So make sure you're filling it correctly. While filling the forms, there are only few things which you should aware of. Is first, while the dates which you are putting, when your arrival date and everything, make sure you have put it correctly. Secondly, on top of that, whatever the details you are giving, you can give only one detail here, the amount of bag you are gonna bring and all those things. Please make sure to go through them once. Once you fill the form, you will see this thanks you window, which Deepak gonna show now. Yeah. So this window. So over here you will see a document link. When you will go to the document, right, you will find the next step. The next step is to just join the WhatsApp group of that particular date when you're gonna arrive. So that makes us like distinguish you guys based on the arrival date. So once you join your any pickup group or if your arrival date, that's it. You are done over there. Just introduce yourself in that WhatsApp group and that's it. Now, 2 to 3 days prior to your arrival, in that WhatsApp group, you will find a message where you will be tagged and the following the instruction will be given, what you are supposed to do and all those things, for example. And then that subgroup, the basically second WhatsApp group, first you will join of 8 or 30, then there will be another WhatsApp group which will include a volunteer who's going to help you with the pickup and the whole process. Once you join the group with volunteer, please make sure to drop this kind of message again. So that now the volunteer is aware of who you are and who is helping with. Also, make sure when you are at the airport, please send an airport photo with like all your luggage and the attire you are wearing. So when you come to Dallas Airport, the volunteers can easily identify who you are, and that can smoothen the pickup process. And make sure to have a basic internet connection when you are here. If not, you can join the Dallas airport Wi-Fi, but you should be aware of it and like make sure to connect it. And if you guys have any layover and if there is any delay or any such thing, please make sure to update in that WhatsApp group so it becomes easier for us to find an alternate volunteer if you are late or something. That's it for the pickup process. Thank you and have a safe journey.
Thank you, Mahendra. So now I would like to invite Sarah from the PNC Bank to walk you through the banking processes. And after that, in the end, we'll be opening and floor for the question and answer. And along with that, we'll be giving you some of the basic pro tips that you have to take care, whether it's related to the on-campus job or resume or something like that. So, yep, now I'd like to invite Sarah. Yeah.
Hi, Deepak. Thank you so much. And thanks, everyone. Wow, I am so impressed with the organization behind this call. I'm from the States and went to a state school, but even if I had all of these tips and how to get transitioned in, so kudos to the ISA organization for putting this together. It's very, very well done. Deepak, do you have the entire presentation on here, or do you want me to share my screen?
I think I do have last time presentation.
Okay, so you'll go through it?
Sure.
Okay, I'll skim through some of the pieces because you're so kind to give us some time.
Sure.
So yeah, this first page again, just we of course in any banking system here in the US, of course, we're just here to protect you guys, make sure your money is protected, money that you all have earned, money that maybe your family members have provided you. So this page is just first and foremost, your safety of your finances is our number one priority. Go ahead, Deepak. With our banking here for students, we do absolutely like to do both checking and savings. Your checking account, think about, is for your everyday purchases, such as your food, groceries, school supplies, rent, and utilities. The savings account is a little bit more for emergencies or some larger purchases you might come across as you're a student. I know a lot of wires come in large amounts. So a lot of students tend to put some of that in the checking and then move a large majority of that over to savings until they need it. So just some examples of how we use both checking and savings accounts. Along with your checking account, absolutely all of these items come very standard for your relationship. You're going to get a debit card. You're going to have ATM services, not only to PNC ATMs, but we partner with a lot of ATMs in the area right around UTD, which has been very, very great with that partnership. Account alerts, back to the security piece, just to make sure that if your account's running low, if your account needs assistance from the savings account, you can have those alerts. And then international wires we know is very important to you students. So we have benefits there for our wire activity. Debit card, as I mentioned, just really important to have that debit card. It's really your best way to do a lot of banking online, a lot of banking at a branch, a lot of banking at the ATMs that we partner with. They do come with a 4-digit PIN number that you guys will assign, and that allows you to make the purchases, withdraw your funds. So again, just a really critical piece of our banking. You can go move to the next slide. The next slide. Yeah, so again, just bringing up, again, security is so important in today's world to all of the students. So the account alerts will be really helpful. At whatever bank you choose, we will all help you get those alerts set up so you do make the right best choices for yourself and get notified if something unusual happens out of your account. These alerts help prevent fraud or help catch fraud very quickly, because absolutely there are times where it does hit, but we're there to help get that money back to you, cancel information if needed. But again, we'll walk you through those processes 100%. Speaking to PNC a little specifically here, we do offer what's called the virtual wallet student. To make that happen, I'll go through IDs that we require, but a couple of important pieces with our student account is the international wires are really critical, we know, for you all. Here's a quick information of what you will need for that wire. Again, we are happy to walk you through that information again, but it's really your information, your account information, and what's called, you probably are aware, the SWIFT code to help move that money internationally. And then with our student account, there again are benefits where you will get one wire free each month, incoming wire, which again we know is really critical to the students. We talk more about this typically 4 to 6 months in. Once a lot of the students have arrived, you will obtain your social security number, I'm sure, or your individual tax ID number. So as you do that, credit is a huge piece of the United States. So that's something we have been talking to some students from last semester now around their credit journey. So something we absolutely would want to do for all of you as well. You can move on to the next one. Yeah, so what does it take to open an account with the bank of your choice? And I know you guys were very kind to put PNC and Bank of America as two options out there, so thanks for that. What we need is pretty simple. We need your name, which we verify through two forms of ID. Typically for you all, it's your passport and your US visa. We want a local address, which a lot of you will have apartment housing. We also want to know your out of country address, a phone number, an email address. If you do have a tax ID number, we want that. The phone number, again, we had a really good partnership with T-Mobile. I know you spoke about them. So they will be beneficial again to you all coming in here this semester. But those pieces we collect from you as we meet with you to get that ID properly verified up against your information. You can skip this slide. It really doesn't come into play much with the students. You can skip here. We have a lot of slides on fraud and protection, guys. It is just so important. Yeah, this last page through our pnc.com website, we do have a page specific to international students. It will talk about wiring. It will talk about some financial education courses that we host. And then just My Finance Academy, there's lending options out there. And again, there are some branches close to UTD, and then we come out to you all on campus as well during the orientations here in the spring and the fall. And we try to connect once or twice virtually throughout each semester as well. Again, I talked a little bit about this. Again, the virtual wallet student account is really important in how PNC operates as banking, or any bank does their banking. We have some cool extensions on the age that you could be as a student. There is no age requirement for us, which is a really nice benefit to PNC student banking. And then with us, again, you get that checking account and then the savings accounts as well. And that's really it. There's no charge to you as a student. It's free banking. Again, the debit card is free. The online banking is free. We offer Zelle, as you see on here, which again, most banks do all that. Student banking for us, though, we like to think is a little different with some of our benefits that we offer. And that's really it. I see Olivia, who's one of my university partners, put in the chat as well. Very, very important as we partner with you all, with Mahendra, Deepak, Anila, Shaiba. They've been fantastic resources to us. But one of our most fantastic resources to you all is we will be on campus to help you all with your banking needs on the 9th, on the 10th. We'll even be there a day before, a couple days after, because we know you all are busy getting situated. So we will be there several days to help you all out. Deepak, thank you so much for your time, for allowing us to sneak in here and tell you all a little bit about US banking and PNC banking.
Thank you very much, Farah, for being here and helping our students out with their basic information out of the banking here in USA. Definitely, I hope that will be really helpful for them. Yep, so having said that, we are done with the orientation. Now we would like to open and floor for the questions and answers.
Deepak, if you allow me, while we're waiting for some questions, comment, reactions from the audience, used to announce the Vendor
Right.
Resource Fair for international students on January the 11th, 2024. Precisely what Sarah was explaining, the physical presence of vendors, banks specifically, funds providers, and grocery markets. And that will happen on Thursday, January the 11th, from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the Student Union Galaxy A, B, and C. And this is an event, a fair that we are putting together for all of you in collaboration with the Graduate Student Assembly and the Indian Student Association. So it is a great opportunity to have a personal conversation with the vendors, with the providers, and for you to compare and to really ensure that you are pursuing your right decision based on your individual circumstances. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you, Raghu. Thanks for that information. This will be a really great opportunity for all of you students. As we are really thankful to ICP for getting such kind of vendor fair where we will be providing you a single room platform wherein we will be inviting different vendors from the banking, from the mobile carrier, or from the grocery stores, basically. Under single roof, you can just reach out to them, explore the different options, compare and open bank accounts. You get a mobile carrier. You don't have to travel any other places. So yeah, that's really great initiative.
Somebody's asking about the Wi-Fi access at the DFW airport. The airport itself provides public Wi-Fi service to any traveler. So it's just a matter to open your iPhone, your corresponding device, and to align with the corresponding Wi-Fi DFW, and you will have the access to the internet. I will take care of this question,
Sure.
Deepak. This is in alignment with what we're doing in intercultural programs.
Right.
That's a great question. Many of you may have some personal circumstances out of your control that you may be arriving after the international student orientation. Remember, we offer 3 sessions for the international student orientation, December the 20th, next Wednesday, Tuesday, January the 9th, and Wednesday, January the 10th. Is mandatory. This is an institutional requirement. Among other reasons, is because it's a federal requirement. We need to be in compliance with the federal government to ensure that you have the appropriate guidance for a successful beginning of your academic journey at UT Dallas, which is the objective of your visa, your one visa. Now, if for some reason you're still in the process to obtain your visa, or in this case, you are working up to basically the last, just a few days before the beginning of your academic semester at UT Dallas. So for those cases, send us an email to ICP programs, present your legitimate case, which means we are not going to consider personal family circumstances, okay? So you need to do your best to attend the in-person international student orientation. But if there is a situation out of your control, such immigration, a medical situation, um, you need to present your case, and we will be evaluating your case and providing you an alternative way to complete this institutional requirement. And basically, by Monday, January the 8th, we'll be able to have the alternative way to complete the international student orientation for all those cases. But don't really, please, don't assume that it's going to be an automatic. Needs to be a legitimate case to ensure that you're meeting the assessment, the internal assessment, for us to provide you the alternative way, because it's your best interest to arrive on time to UT Dallas. Why? Because there are many requirements, institutional requirements, that you need to meet before the first day of classes. Among them, attending the international student orientation, certainly. Number two, the TB test. Okay, you need to schedule your TB test before the first day of classes. And on other requirements, it could be the case that also academic orientations must be completed. These academic orientations are separate from the international student orientation. These are more focused on a specific academic program, and they are provided, facilitated by the specific academic program in which you are admitted. The other piece, a logistical piece that you need to consider in all this for you to do your best effort to attend the international student orientation is because on Monday, January, let me see here, the 16th, I believe. Let me see the calendar here. Monday, January the 15th is a holiday in the United States. So the university is going to be closed. So that means no offices, no orientations, no TV tests, nothing to be really completed during that specific Monday. And the very first day of classes will be Tuesday, January the 16th. So keep that in mind, be strategic, and adjust your flight itinerary if needed to ensure that you are attending the in-person international student orientation. Okay, thank you, Deepak.
Thank you, Rodolfo. I think that will be really helpful uh, for the person student. Uh, how I can get the SIM card for mobile services? So yeah, there are different mobile carriers basically here present here in Dallas. So if you want to go with the T-Mobile, we will be having T-Mobile present on the campus itself. So you just need to provide some of the documents and you can get the SIM cards. Other than that, if you want to explore some of the additional other mobile carriers, so in that case, you just need to visit to their stores or some of the mobile carriers providing services online as well. You can some just fill in some of the online information and you will get the SIM card delivered to your address, physical address. So there are different options. Yeah. Can we avail SIM card as soon as we land at DFW? I think no. You can't get the SIM card as soon as you land at DFW airport, basically, because there is some process. You have to provide some documentation, all those things. And even at an airport, I don't think any mobile carrier will be having their providing any services, basically. Is there any possibility of checking vacancy in the lines of family plans? So it depends. You have to reach out to that person basically, and based on that only you will be get accommodated into the existing family plans. Uh, you can't check anyone else basically. You have to reach out to that person. That person only can check and let you know. But I think I will suggest that we already have an WhatsApp group, so you can just put in the messages over there, and if anyone is having any availability on their family plans, you can just get connected with each other, or even if there are 5 to 6 people present on that WhatsApp group and who are likely to get an SIM card mobile carriers, you can collaborate to get a new family plan itself. Talking about the signals and strength, so it varies from mobile to mobile as well. There are different sites provided by mobile carriers, so you can just explore those sites wherein you had to fill in the information about your mobile brand or model, whatever you have, and based on that, they will provide an information whether that mobile is being supported here or not, because the frequency and those things are different. What we have back then in India and here in USA. So that option you can check.
Deepak, I can
Yep.
see some questions
Sure.
or comment regarding how to pay tuition, and I will highly recommend to everybody to watch this virtual info session, recorded session, and the title is "Paying Your Tuition and Fees." This is a great session. I mean, is the most updated information from the bursar's perspective. The bursar's office is basically the office that is dedicated to manage students' financial accounts on campus. Is the one that collects, resources to cover your tuition, among other duties and specifics of this office mission. And so, with colleagues from this Bursar's office and in collaboration with the intercultural programs, we offered this session a few weeks ago and has been recorded. Is very comprehensive and really provides many scenarios that you may extrapolate to your circumstances to ensure that you understand it and you have additional tips and recommendations for the management of your financial resources with the intention to pay your tuition and fees at UT Dallas. Highly recommended.
Yep. Thank you. Uh, One another question around the transcript submission. So I think, yeah, you can submit the transcript here at UTD, but there will be an hold which will get applied to your account if you have not submitted prior to your courses registration or enrollment, basically. So you have to drop an email to remove that hold. So to avoid such kind of situation, I would suggest that you can. It will be really great if you could courier or opt some of the services who can directly submit your transcript to the UTD, so that way you will not land into any difficulties or you will not have any holds on your account. Talking specifically about the hold, so as I think Rodolphe has already mentioned about the TB test and some of the additional things you have to fill in or meet the requirement prior to registration of the courses. So make sure that you don't have any hold on your account because if you are having any hold on your account, you will not be able to enroll or register for the classes itself. So yeah, that is something which we have seen frequently. Most of them has facing such kind of issues. On the last minute, they are not able to register for the courses, and the reason being an account hold being applied on their account. So yeah, that is something you need to avoid.
There is a question regarding about mobility within the United States after landing from abroad. Basically, in this specific question, the student is planning to land in Dallas and then needs to go to Chicago. And the question is based on the F1 status, is possible to go to Chicago? The answer is yes, yes. And certainly, as long as you are meeting your academic objective of the visa, in this case, to be here at the beginning of the academic semester. So as long as you're doing this in a responsible way and meeting institutional requirements such as international student orientation, TB test, certainly you can manage your personal individual time in the way you want, but meeting the academic expectations with, based on the objective of your visa, which is certainly pursuing and finish a degree at UT Dallas.
Yep. One more information probably I can pass on to you guys that's related to on-campus jobs. Basically, I think Anil has already touched base on that. But most important thing is that you have to start applying for an on-campus job on the handshake. Prerequisite for that is that you need to have an resume in the UTD format, JSON format. You can find those links on the CMC site. You have to download the resume format over there and get your resume tone into that specific format. Because until and unless you don't have an UTD format, your application will not be approved. So eventually you will not land into job. So it's better that you prior to that only you have your resume in UTD format and so that you can apply for the job and it will get approved. You will not have any issues.
Somebody's asking about the what else needs to be done in addition to the international student orientation before classes. Well, TBT, as I mentioned, if there is an academic orientation, of course, we have prepared draft a pre-arrival checklist and post-arrival checklist in the ICP webpage. So I highly recommend you to browse the ICP webpage and look and search for the pre-arrival and post-arrival checklist to have a solid sense of what is expected. Keep in mind that for anybody with F1, J1 visa, also there is based on the guidance of the Office of International Student and Scholar Services, ISSO, you need to complete as well workshop to maintain your good immigration status. And that's another mandatory requirement during the very first days after your arrival to the United States, to UT Dallas.
There is a question related to can we apply for a scholarship after the start date of classes? I think you must have received an email 1 or 2 days back itself, wherein the fall scholarship has been open and the due date is 1st of the May. So yeah, mm, during that time you can apply for the scholarship. Uh, Talking about the handshake, yeah, you are not supposed to create an account by yourself. UTD will create your account on your behalf. You just need to activate that account, and later on you can start accessing using that.
I would like to provide additional comment regarding the how to obtain scholarships here on campus. We offer many scholarships to all students in general, domestic and international students here on campus. However, there is very specific requirements for each one of them. So my recommendation is that you review in a very comprehensive way the Office of Financial Aid webpage, and you review the section of scholarships, and based on your specific profile, you will be able to select some of these scholarships and to be strategic to apply for each one of these scholarships. For instance, I'll give you an example. You may find out that perhaps if you're a woman in sciences, you may find specific scholarships for women in sciences. And if so, please apply. Or it could be somebody from Latin America and may have that specific profile to ensure that we provide the support from Latin American students and or any other region around the world, from around the world. So these are very specific scholarships, and you need to really ensure that you present your application in such a strategic way. In many instances, these are small financial support, $500 per semester, $1,000 per semester. If you add this scholarship to another ones or any other financial support that you may have, by adding, you may end up having a more sustainable way to cover your tuition and fees at the University of Texas Dallas. And certainly remember always each school offers the Academic Excellence Dean's Scholarship. That's another good venue to apply for them. Key criteria right here is that you should maintain your good GPA. Your academic performance should be competitive enough to compete for those scholarships. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Anything else we have missed out, Rodolfo? No, I guess, right? Most of things we already covered.
I th- I think the questions are really covered, and
Right.
I think it will be very helpful, the pack for or from ISA officers participating, leading the session, to provide your personal testimonies or recommendations to enhance success in the arrival process for new international students, new students coming from India, especially in this case, for spring 2024.
Yeah. These are really possible with your help and support only from the ICP. So we are really thankful. Okay. Some of the additional information probably is here in USA, when you're most of you might have already booked an apartment basically. So as soon as you have booked an apartment, you need to go through the electricity plan. So there are different vendors present over here in Dallas, basically. So until unless you don't have electricity connection at your apartment, you won't be able to get an key for your apartment. So make sure that before you land here, you already applied for the electricity plans. You already gone over different options present over here. Also, along with while you're booking for the apartment, you have to have an renter's insurance plan as well. So make sure that you already gone over different options for that as well. those are the two things which I could recall as of now.
Eh,
Yeah, go ahead. What is the last day of to pay the tuition fee? So last day to pay the tuition fee is present. You can see that it varies from person to person. It may vary from person to person. You can log into your Galaxy account and in the browser or wherever you are seeing the amount which you have to pay. There you will be able to see the last day by which you have to pay the tuition fees.
One clarification that I would like to mention here regarding the health insurance. The health insurance is automatically assigned to all international students, but this is going to happen after registration of classes, not before. So once you register for classes, you need to allow sometimes 24 hours maybe for the systems to be updated and for the health insurance to assign you individual health insurance to your account, and then you will be able to access the insurance card. So just for you to know, during the international student orientation, certainly we'll be able to explain in more detail um, um, key aspects, logistical aspect related to the management of the international, to the management of the health insurance for international students. Well, one more time, I think we'll be publishing this virtual info session in the YouTube channel of the Intercultural programs. If you don't have additional questions, comments, I can see here some answers provided to specific questions. Thank you regarding the Bourses account. Thank you. Deepak, should we remain more in the session? It's up to you. Or, we can complete this session and to move forward and publish the session to be to have it accessible for everybody.
Sure, definitely. I think we do have this Teams group. Along with that, we have and WhatsApp groups as well. So if you have any questions or concerns regarding anything, you need any kind of information, you can always post your queries on those WhatsApp groups. Most of the IC officers are already present over there, or even from the IC team. So we are always ready to help you out over there, resolving your questions. Anything, you can just reach out to us as well. That's also possible. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for joining this session. Thank you, Rodolfo, for helping us out. Yeah.
It's our pleasure, Deepak, and everybody else in the Indian Student Association to be doing this together and ensuring that we provide guidance. We know that each one of you may have your individual circumstances, and in that case, as Deepak has mentioned, please let us know. Please contact ISA. Please contact ICP programs. ICP programs at utdallas.edu. Email from the ICP perspective is the best way to be communicating with us. And also keep in mind that during the winter break, and let me mention this is really important for all of us as a community. UT Dallas will have the winter break, which means that no offices, no operation of the institution beginning Friday, December the 22nd, 5 p.m. Central Time, and will reopen the university on Wednesday, January the 3rd, 8 a.m. Central Time. However, intercultural programs. During the last few years, we keep operating virtually during the winter break. Not really during the regular office hours, but we keep some of the team members alternating the support and the presence to be able to answer questions to all of you, because we understand that you may have a specific questions between during the winter break, and we don't want you to be waiting for us to return up to January the 3rd in this case. So somebody will be able to answer, may not be with the speed that usually we answer right away within 24 hours, but you will be able to obtain guidance answers from us during the winter break. So we'll be there for you during this time, and we'll be replicating this practice from previous years. So happy holidays, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Thank you, Sarah, Olivia, and Ravindranath also for helping students out with the banking related information. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks again for the time.
Our pleasure. Thank you. Enjoy